Why?
I'm planning to work for a company for a few years.
Why?
So to get enough money to start up my own business.
You think to start business today, paisa is required?
Part of it, yes, sir.
Have you heard of the movie Lucia?
Lucia, no,
Kannada
sir.
movie.
No.
It was fully crowdfunded. You are all lucky people here. Today's generation, people don't need money to start business. If you have a jabardast idea and if you have a prototype in place, people are there to put in money. मैं खुद 4 कंपनी में पैसा डाला हूँ. Don't worry, पैसा के लिए problem नहीं है. So don't focus on money as a challenge to start business.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Having said this, I'm going to talk about this thing. Can you remind me in the first part, once the session starts officially, before I start the topic also, I want you to ask me this question. Or let me ask you this question and you can give me answers till the time we start. Suppose it's the right time to start business, sooner or later, at the age of 30 when you have money, or at the age of 22 when you have no experience, and probably the same.
I think 22, sir.
Okay, 22. Why 22?
Like it's a new experience, no, sir. Then you will learn the hardships and everything.
Okay, I'll give a hypothetical scenario. Person A and B are two people. Okay, in the year 2018, two people start business, A and B. A is say 21, 22 years old, your age. Okay, and B is 35 years old.
Yes,
okay? B is 35 years old. Both start their business with 2 lakh rupees cash. Simple mathematics. A starts business 2018 with 2 lakh rupees cash. B starts business with 2 lakh rupees cash in the year 2018, same year. One is 35 years old, B is 35 years old, A is 18 years old, so 21 years old. God forbid, Allah, Khuda, Jesus, whichever God forbid, both the businesses run into loss. They lose their 2 lakhs. They lose their capital. In the year 2020, both people lose their 2 lakh rupees investment. Okay? Whose loss is big? A's loss is big, B's loss is big, or are both the losses same? Anybody can answer. Anybody can answer. It's not only Akshay. Anybody.
I think A, sir.
Why?
I think because it's
Go ahead. Anybody can answer. A simple question.
Sir, I think B, sir.
Why B, sir?
Sir, because A has time, sir. Just he's in 21. So he can take it as an experience and he can do further. Later on,
So
he
B
can
also
do
can take it as an experience. No?
Sir, he's also he could have some responsibilities, etc. He should take care of those things also, no, sir.
You're asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you, sir.
Then don't ask question. Okay. Just a question. With due respect, A also does not know expiry date. B also does not know expiry date. No? We can't say A has got more time or B has got more time. So his loss is more. That is what you're saying, correct? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Fine. Anybody else who says A's loss is more, or they say both people's loss are same, 2 lakh rupees? Anybody? Sriram sir, whenever you want to start, you can start. Sir, I'm just engaging with them, so people are there. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll just inform you when I will start.
Yeah. Akshay, you started your answer and went back.
Sir.
Bolo, sir.
Can you repeat the question, sir? I couldn't hear. Voice was breaking.
There are two people, A and B.
Yeah.
Okay. In the year 2018, both people start business with 2 lakhs investment.
Yeah.
A is 21 years old in 2018. B is 35 years old in 2018.
Yes, sir.
2020, God forbid, both people's business goes into a loss. They lose their 2 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whose loss is more? 3 options I'll give you. A's loss is more than B's loss. B's loss is more than A's loss. Both the losses are same.
Sir, I think it is A, sir.
Why?
Because he's invested all of his money.
How do you know that B has got more money? B also could have invested all his last 2 lakhs.
But he might have a backup, no, sir, due to his
Pata nahi,
experience.
I don't know. We can't be sure. I have not told you that as a case study. Right? I have not told you that case study. So what is not given, don't assume.
Okay.
From the information given, who do you think his loss is bigger? Anybody
I
can
think-
answer.
I think it is A only, sir.
Okay. You want me to answer this right now, or should I answer this when everybody is there? Because it's a very good question, and this is something the basics of entrepreneurship. So I'll take it up with everybody there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But meanwhile, you can tell me. You can just think about other answers. Anybody else?
Sir, if you don't mind, it is 2:32 now. With your permission, I'm just starting the session, if you don't mind. Yes, done. Hi all, very good afternoon. This is Professor Sriram from MBA department and the member of Entrepreneurship Development Cell. I welcome all the dignitaries online and the participant to the webinar. It is my immense pleasure in welcoming you all for the second impact session titled Secret Recipes of Successful Startup, sponsored by Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, All India Council for Technical Education, organized by Institute Innovation Cell, along with Entrepreneurship Development Cell of Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology. Before I start introducing the guest to you, let me extend my sincere gratitude for accepting our request in his busy schedule. In fact, he's organizing this webinar from other college. So I thank you for accepting our request immediately. Thank you, sir. Now, with all your permission, let me introduce the guest, Mr. Ramani Venkat, who is the co-founder and director of this diagnostics. Apart from that, he is an eminent NLP trainer across the globe. He's a mentor for various startups across India, and he is also a strategic consultant for various mid-sized companies in India. Apart from that, he's a man who is rich with his industrial experience for more than 2 decades. In that, he was working as country head for Sanat Technology. Apart from that, he was also South Asian head for Hitachi Data Systems, to name few. Sir, I honestly believe that your session to our participant will hugely impact them to become entrepreneurs, or at least to start up thinking about being entrepreneurs. Now, with all the permission of the dignitaries, may I please request Mr. Ramani Venkat to take over the session. My sincere apologies to introduce you in a few lines. So please.
Thanks for the kind words. Thank you so much for the kind words. Before we start, I ask a lot of questions. I make my sessions interactive. So any point in time, anybody in this class wants to ask me a question, just unmute and ask. I think that's the simplest way, because the best way to get knowledge is by asking questions. So make my job much more easier by you people, asking questions. That's how we all enjoy. We'll have some fun. Before we start, I start with one normal activity which is not connected with entrepreneurship, but it is connected predominantly from the perspective of an online session. So I want one volunteer. Akshay, can I use you as a volunteer for the next 2 minutes for one activity? Are you okay with it?
Yes, sir.
Can you come on camera for the next 2 minutes? Okay.
Sure.
And before Akshay is coming on camera, can all people who are there online right now give me a thumbs up on the reaction button so I know you are awake? Okay. Anybody? One thumbs up, I have it. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, a few are awake, because after lunch sessions are the most toughest thing to do. Okay, Akshay, thank you for the thumbs ups. Okay, Akshay, for the next 2 minutes, I want you to think that you are a doctor, MBBS doctor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't start prescribing medicines. COVID ka time I'll make extra cash. Okay, just
No,
hypothetical.
sir.
Okay, okay. I have taken an online consultancy with you. I have come on Zoom online, and you are the doctor who is going to help me online guidance. Is that okay? Online consulting you are going to do. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have come online. You are there online. Please take charge.
Yeah.
Start.
So what is your name? Sir, I actually didn't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. The question here was it a challenge for the doctor if the patient is not seen on camera?
No, sir.
It was not a challenge. Certainly,
Yeah, it was.
you
It
don't
was a
even
challenge.
you don't even know if I'm there online. You ask me a
No,
question.
because someone
No,
else's
that's okay.
name.
And you get a sudden question: is this person online? Is this person offline? Is this person even replying to me? Your cell phone is on attendance. I am not on attendance. Don't you think this is a big challenge as a doctor you will face?
Yes, sir.
Now imagine my scenario for the next 1.5 hours if I don't even know people are online or offline. So humble request to all those who can come on camera, please come on camera. It's a sincere request. I'm not forcing people, but then that makes the session more lively. Otherwise, it looks like I'm talking to name boards and number boards. Okay, I want the students to come more online, not the faculties. The faculties are students coming online makes much more sense because they are the stakeholders who want to adjust. Anybody else can come on camera other than Akshay. Akshay, use your influence, ma. Come on, yeah. Not even one student. People going to all students to take their shirts now. Shirt. Okay, let's get started. But those who can come on camera, it's a humble request that makes it more lively. It makes it look like I'm talking to people. Otherwise, so आगे का car जा रहा है and that's a number plate लगता है. Okay. So before we start, I started this with an offline question, which I'll take it up again because that's a very important question everybody needs to understand. I will not spend much time in people answering this, but I'll start with the question and then I'll give 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So predominantly, I'm asking this question. A and B are two people starting their business in the year 2018, 2018. A is 21 years old, freshly graduated MBA engineering graduate. You can pick anybody. And B is 35 years old, who started his business, leaving his job. Both invested 2 lakhs and started their business. Unfortunately, God forbid, both companies go into a loss. A also loses money. B also loses their 2 lakhs that they invested. My question is simple. In the year 2020, whose loss was more? A's loss was more or B's loss was more, or was both the losses same? So I got some answers from people. Some said B's loss is more. Reddy Garu said B's loss is more because B had more experience, yet he went into a loss, whereas A can take his experience as a learning curve and go ahead and win. Akshay says the young guy's loss is more. And the reason I did not tell me, Akshay, you want to give out a reason or just a gut feel?
Sir, it's a gut feel, I guess.
Fair enough. Anybody else wants to? I'll give 1 minute open. Anybody else has an answer to this? A's loss is more, B's loss is more, or both the losses same? Come on, somebody unmute and speak. I need participation by. Hello. Go with your flow. Come on, somebody. Hello. Hey, this is not done by.
Students, I think you're being asked something. You're being asked something, you can respond.
That's it's okay. It's my job to get. I'll have to probably use something else to make them talk. That's okay. So probably in a physical session, I would have thrown chocolates, but here, unfortunately, I can't throw virtual chocolates. Okay. Probably I'll give you a silk chocolate gift coupon. Come on, some answers. Okay. Okay, I think still the inertia is to kick in. Let me start with the activities first, but before that, Akshay and Singh, I'll give you. Now I'm asking you some questions. Can anybody tell me? Forget whose loss is more. Can anybody tell me what do you think is the loss of A? What do you think is the loss of B? Anybody? Simple question. A का loss क्या है? B का loss क्या है? Somebody. Right, wrong, don't be bothered. Just go ahead with the answers. Reddy Garu, what is A's loss, B's loss? Reddy was there, right? He was talking to me. Yes, Harsha, you're saying something, you have to unmute yourself. I think you're on mute mode. Hey, my sessions will be fun only if we answer questions. Yes, Harsha, you're unmuted, please. Whatever is coming to your mind, don't be bothered. Right, wrong. In fact, asking questions is much more tough. Questions can answers bindas. Go ahead. That's how we learn. Okay. Let me give out the answer here. A's loss 99%. Everybody says A's and B's loss. People say is 2 lakhs. No. A's loss and B's loss is 2 lakhs plus 2 years. Agreeing with this logic? Both people lost 2 lakh rupees and 2 years of their time. Correct? Harsha, Akshay, agreeing with me? Simple?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Harsha. So basically, dono ka now let us put this value for this 2 years. Now understand this: 2 lakhs, same, but 2 years of A is not equal to 2 years of B. So let us understand: if A had not started business after college, okay, he would have taken up a job, right? Thing will be the salary of A if he takes up a job after MBA. Give me an approximate average value. Don't go high end, don't go too low. Give me a normal value.
18.
Around
Can I take
60,
it as,
70,000 per month.
is that the higher end or is that the lower end or is that the average? Can I take an average of 30,000, 25, 30,000? Is that okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
colleges put together across India.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us say 30,000 means 1 year mein kitna hota hai? 3,60,000, correct? In 2 years time, how much does it come to? 7,20,000, correct? So can I take A's loss to be 7,20,000 plus 2 lakhs, which is 9,20,000? Agreeing with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us come to B. What do you think will be the salary of a person who is at the age of 35 per month? You decide. When I left my job at the age of 35 and started my business for the second time in my life, my salary was at that point in time 2.5 lakhs per month. So let us not take that. Let us take 1.5 lakhs. In 1 year's time, 1.5 lakhs is 18 lakhs, plus 18 lakhs, 36 lakhs, plus 2,000. So plus 2 lakhs, 38 lakhs. Don't you think B's loss is far more high than A? Because opportunity cost becomes too high as one becomes older. Agreeing with this simple logic? So don't you think logic says start business young, your opportunity cost is far less. Having said that, let me tell a small caveat. If your financial condition of our family is such that the family is dependent on me, then probably don't start business earlier. But if the financial condition of the family is such that they say, do what you want for the next 2 years, we will support you, then it is good to start business young. Agreeing with this logic from a pure mathematics and statistics perspective? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Let me see how many thumbs ups I get. One, 2, 3. Okay, a few more have started coming. Okay, so understanding the logic, it is always better to start young, but with the caveat: financial condition of the family has to be taken care of. Don't put the last money of your family into business and then probably become desperate, because business does not work when you're desperate. Understanding this one logic before I start my today's session. One golden rule in my session: anybody, any point in time has a question, just unmute and ask me questions. Don't wait till the end. In the end, definitely we will take questions, but there I will be asking questions. But in the beginning, I want you people to unmute and start asking questions. Is that fair enough? Is that a good, decent thing? Likita, you're unmuted. You want to ask something? Likita ji? Okay. So just tell me if my screen share is visible. Somebody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Akshay, can you please be on unmute throughout? So when I ask questions, at least I know some, because I'm not seeing at the cameras of other people. So can you just answer me when I ask a question? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
predominantly, I've made this entire presentation like a khane ka recipe. All of you, I'm a big foodie. I love food. Okay. So this entire PPT, I've made it from a food perspective. So that's why with the secret recipes of a successful startup. So let us start with the first slide. What to expect today, the agenda today. I've divided it into one simple agenda. If starting a business or starting a startup was a dish that I am cooking, then how do I follow the recipe step by step? That's it. So before I start this question, I want to ask a small question. If I have a choice to cook or eat in a mess, which would you prefer? Anybody? Akshay, since you are my Balika Bakra today, which would you prefer? Eating in a mess, paying money, or cooking and eating?
Sir, I would prefer cooking.
You would prefer
Cooking and
cooking.
eating, sir.
Cooking and eating. Okay, eating in a mess. Let us understand the pluses and the minuses. Cooking and eating in the month, this is basically the remaining things of the startup. But let us understand eating in a mess versus cooking at home. Timings are fixed in this. You go late, you don't get your breakfast. Agree with me?
Yeah.
Simple logic. Okay. If you're cooking at home, the timings are flexible. Don't you think that's a big plus? Second option, what you eat is fixed. It's not decided by the mess. They decide what is the menu for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday ko you get one extra kheer provided you are on time. Whereas when you're cooking at home, you feel like having kheer or some sweet dish on Tuesday, you will probably can make that sweet dish on Tuesday also. So think about it. What you eat is also flexible if you are cooking at home. Mess owner makes money out of you. If the cost of the food which is being factory cost of goods sold in MBA Basha. What the manufacturing cost of the product is probably 1 rupee, the bill will be 10 rupees. A universal rule, 110 rule. Okay. Whereas in this, we save a lot of money. So looking at the pluses from this perspective, if I know cooking or if I'm open to learn cooking, don't you think cooking at home is better than eating in a mess where you pay money? Simple logic. I'm going by simple logic. Agreeing with me, Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's continue further. I'm comparing eating in the mess with salary and cooking at home with business. Simple funda. Look at the tax component. There are two people again logic. There are two people. One is a salaried person and one is a businessman. Think both of them make 12 lakhs income per month. Okay. Sorry, per year. The gross contribution basically from the profits before the gross contribution, we say it, selling price minus cost price. That is 12 lakhs in both cases. Both of them have a car where they pay 10,000 rupees per month EMI. They pay 1,20,000 as EMI. Both of them spend 60,000, 5,000 rupees per month on petrol. Everything is same so far. Both of them go for a travel once a year outside to some place. One guy spends 1,50,000 with the family. The other guy spends 1,50,000 on the family with travel. The taxable income of the salaried person is 12 lakhs. If you do the tax calculation, this guy has to pay 1,02,500 to Government of India as tax. Whereas in business, the taxable income in this case, if that guy can show that my car loan is taken in my company's name, or if it's a proprietorship, he can show that it's a company expense, that entire 1,20,000 becomes an expense, which means it will be reducing my profit margins. My petrol, if I can show that I'm doing it for company expenses, my 60,000 goes as a profit, reduces my profit taxable income. My travel, if I can show that I did it for business purposes, my 1,50,000 on travel can be reduced as an expense. So my taxable income becomes 8.7 lakhs, and my tax that I save by getting into business is 80,500, approximately 22,000 rupees extra you are saving on tax only, even though both of you are earning the same. Basically, the reason why this happens is a salaried man, people who are in job, pay money, get their salary and pay taxes from the money earned. Whereas a businessman first pays expenses and then in the balance pays taxes. Don't you think this is a fantastic logical reason why we should do business? Let it be start small, but don't you think the logic here is very good? I showed you two logics. I showed you two logics. If you are making profits, it is good to do business. Same thing. If losses happen, unfortunately, if you are young, the loss is far more less than you getting older and starting your own business. So from a logical perspective, I wanted to ruffle your minds. Please understand, in salary, people will be never paid their worth. A fact of life, because the industry or the person who is the owner of the company, if he is paying everybody their worth, what money is he making? The money that a person will be paid as salary will always be 1/10 of the person. If you are worth 20 crores, you will get only 2 crores as salary. If you are worth 20 lakhs, you will get only 2 lakhs as salary. A universal rule, because that is where because if I hire 10 people, only one person runs. The remaining 9 people are a cost center to me. So I have to buffer for them as well. We call it 80-20 rule. 20% of all your employees will be phenomenal employees and only 20% will contribute to 80% of your turnovers. A fact. So numbers don't lie. So that buffer has to be kept by the industrialist. So understand this income. So it's always better to start business at a young age. And even when you're making money, you enjoy the advantage of taking your expenses first and in the remaining pay taxes. This is from a tax perspective. So now I come to how to start business. I'm currently mentoring 7 startups. So anybody has got any question, don't inhibit, just ask me questions. We can take it up from there. So if I am making a dish, if I'm cooking something, what is the 5 steps that I follow? First, I do homework in terms of understanding, doing research on about the dish. Then I buy the ingredients, I set up the ingredients. After buying the ingredients, I set up the ingredients, like which to do first, which to do later. Boil karna hai, chawal ko bigona hai. I have to keep the keep this water, rice soaked. All these things is called the setup part. Then what I do the actual cooking process. And then the final dish is plating the dish. A startup can also be documented in the same manner. No logical debts. Follow the basic steps. Trust me, we can do wonders. Basically, that's where the basics have to be followed. The first thing is homework. Talking about homework, all of your MBA, most of your MBA students. So let me ask you a small question. Recipes are there everywhere outside in this world. But my question is, are my eyes open? And here is where I bring the first activity. All of you would have studied this in your first semester or second semester. Unique value proposition. Have you studied this, Akshay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the unique value proposition of Cafe Coffee Day? What do they market? What is the UVP? Anybody can answer from the group. I'm catching hold of Akshay because he was the guy who was interacting with me, but others can interact. What do you think? When you think about Cafe Coffee Day, what comes to your mind? What do they sell? What comes to your mind?
Coffee, sir.
No. I'll ask you a reverse question. When you feel like having coffee, do you ever go to a Cafe Coffee Day or do you go somewhere else? You feel like drinking coffee. You wake up one day and say, coffee peene ka man karta hai. Where do you go?
No.
So what comes to your mind when I say Cafe Coffee Day?
Sir, they sell time.
Absolutely. Who said that?
Harsha.
Harsha, fantastic. Actually, Cafe Coffee Day sells time, sells space, to be very clear. That is why their tagline. Can anybody tell me their tagline? What is the tagline? MBA students need to know taglines. Huh? What is the tagline? A lot can, somebody fill it up, happen. At least somebody Google it and tell me the answer. Yeah, college ka ijat ka sawal hai. Come on. A lot can happen. Hey, come on, yeah.
I think they need to drink coffee.
I
Then
know.
a lot can happen.
Okay, a lot can happen over a cup of coffee, or a lot can happen over coffee. Cafe Coffee Day never said, come drink coffee. We are the best coffee makers. Never said that. They say, come here. Lot of things can happen over coffee. Agreeing with this, they are putting that thought process in people's minds that don't think coffee from us, think spending time from us. That is why that is a value proposition. A person who goes to Cafe Coffee Day thinks Cafe Coffee Day kabhi jana hai, date pe jana hai ya meeting pe jana hai. They know that nobody is going to come and put a bill and say, please leave, you finish your coffee. They understand that I can spend a lot of time. Agreeing with this logic, everybody? Now my
Yes, sir.
question to all of you MBA students as well as the other students here is, when there is a unique value proposition, this thought process has to go into people's minds. But if my eyes was open, I can learn business from the street side vendor also. How many people have traveled by train from Mysore to Bangalore? This is Madhur Vade they sell. Have you seen that? Give me a thumbs up if you have seen and eaten a Madhur. Let me see how much Madhur Vades I get. Have you seen it? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, one, two, a few people. Now understand, every Madhur Vade seller sells Madhur Vade differently with a different value proposition. One guy comes and says, Gara Gara Madhur Vade, means crispy Madhur Vades. Okay. And then you buy that Madhur Vade, then piche se one more guy comes, bisi Madhur Vade. Abhi haath pe Gara Gara Madhur Vade hai, doubt aata hai, should I have a bisi Madhur Vade? That is value proposition of that vendor. Everybody puts their product differently. There is a third person who comes and says Ramnagar Madhur Vade, because Ramnagar station ka Madhur Vade is even more famous. Now you feel I have had one more. I like my Madhur Vades with chai. One guy will come with one hand chai, one hand with this thing. Chai Madhur Vade, chai Madhur Vade. No, I am inclined to buy that. So look at this. Everybody is targeting their target segment, but at the same time creating a value proposition differently. Agreeing with this logic? So the first thing that any businessman has to do is keep your eyes open and try to find out what is unique in my startup. You cannot say, "मैं ये भी करता हूँ, ये भी करता हूँ, ये भी करता हूँ." I do this, I do this, I do this. People will not remember you. I will give you a real-time example. I will ask one question to Akshay, and all of you please think about the answer to yourself in your mind. Don't answer, but Akshay has to answer. Akshay, in your classmates, okay? If I give you 2 tickets for a movie, one is for you, one is for a friend of yours, but you should give it to that person. So picture, matlab anytime ready. Night 12 o'clock, you wake him up and say, picture jana, chal. You know, that kind of character. Name of the person.
Name of the person, sir.
From your friend circle. And all of you think about a name in your mind.
In our class or
Your friend circle.
friend circle? I would say my friend named Amit.
Amit. So all of you think about one name. Huh? One name would have come to your mind. This guy's picture matlab crazy. Okay. Second question. You are giving your second semester examination. Tomorrow is the exam. Today night, one question has come to your answer sheet. Okay. Somebody in WhatsApp has sent you a question. This question can come. Forget the answer. You didn't understand the question also. Which friend will you call to ask answer to that question? Give me a name. Not teacher, friend only. Fast. First name that's coming to your mind.
Archita.
Archita. Friends, this is called value proposition. Picture matlab Amit, Doubt subject matlab Arshita. No, I'm not blaming Arshita or something, but this is what happens. The value proposition has got created. Picture में जबरदस्त क्या picture का commentary देता है, क्या picture को analyze करता है. This person is phenomenal in understanding picture. Don't you think there is a value created by Amit in terms of movie, and there was a value creation by done by Archita on the subject matter, probably because she was the topper or XYZ, or she knows the answers to when teachers ask question. Understand this. This is what is called value proposition. Every startup, every individual has got a value proposition which you should bring to the fore to share with others. Agreeing this? But most important thing is keep your eyes and ears open. The budgie guy can also teach you business, but we should know that we should focus on learning business from everybody. As a startup, you don't have a choice to lose out on business. You should keep your, jidhar jidhar gyan milta hai. Wherever you get knowledge, focus and take gyan. Let me come to next example. This, I want some new answers, okay? Have you seen this production shop floor layout? This you would have studied in supply chain or in retail management. We say retail shop floor layout, production, per CPM and all. We study how the layout of a factory should be designed, correct? That is raw material to flow. Basically what we do, we maximize labor, we minimize wastage, we maximize time efforts. Basically, jahan we can save on this time, resource, all the resources. The layout of the factory is designed like this, correct? You don't need to go to a factory to learn this. If my eyes was open, the Pani Puri guy can teach me that shop floor layout. Don't you think all the same principles across India, Pani Puri layout is the same? Why?
Yes.
Same funda, minimum wastage because the pani will not get wasted. Maximum utilization of resources. Police aaya to utao danda and you can run away. It's so easy to run away also. So the entire layout is not necessary that you need to go to an industry to understand shop floor layout. The Pani Puri vendor can teach you, provided my eyes and ears were open to ask questions and see. That is why I always ask, please ask questions whenever you have a doubt in mind. I'm open for questions any point in time. Third point, Google giving this freebie, scratch a card and you will get refund, correct now? How many people feel it's a fantastic idea, jabardast idea? Anybody? Give me a thumbs up first and I want somebody else. Is it a good idea? Harsha? Harsha, can you come on camera if it's okay? I mean, at least one more person, Papa. Akshay can have some company. Yeah. Do you think it's a good strategy? Giving the scratcher card, customer retention, retaining of customers, all these things happen. Agreeing with me? But you don't need to go outside. The street vendor who sells vegetables from years and all, they give kothmeer and the kadi patta free of cost, correct? When you buy something, they will give you a little bit of kothmeer and dhania, and they will give you that. Don't you think that is also customer retention plan, learning? Agreeing with this logic. So you don't need to go to a Google to learn business. The street vendor say, if you're open to learn business, that guy can teach you business. One last example on where to look out for information. Do you think it is good to do business when the customer is not coming to you? It is good to go to the customer. Sales perspective. I'm not talking marketing. I'm talking sales perspective. Good. How many people have gone to airports and seen Swarovski's kiosks? You all know this brand, Swarovski's. I'm sharing the screen. Can you see the screen? Have you seen this? Swarovski's, have you seen that? They
Yes,
basically sell white gold, platinum and all these jewelries. It's always found at the airport. Can anybody tell me why is it found in airport shops, not in railway stations? Anybody? Harsha? What, unmute.
Sir, I did not get it.
Swarovski's shops, basically platinum gold jewelries and all they sell. You can
Yeah.
find their layouts across airports. Why do they keep them in airports particularly?
Sir, means the security will be more.
Okay. Otherwise, customers also are more, right?
Yeah.
My quality customers who are rich, affluent people are there at a place in the airport who have time at their hand and it is easy to sell it to them. Agreeing with this logic?
Yes, sir.
Can anybody give me an example from a street vendor perspective who uses the same logic? Wherever my target segment is there is where I will open my shop. Anybody?
Sir, Xerox Center near college.
Xerox Center near college. Fantastic example. Faisal, fantastic. और आगे सोच सकता है? एक और level. Very good point. Faisal, next. Now people have started talking. I like it. Faisal, camera में आ सकते तो मजा आएगा. Shirt पहन के आना.
Sir, restaurants and cafes near PGs.
Restaurants and cafes near PGs. Okay, I'll give it to you. But I will say something outside a restaurant. Something outside a good restaurant, high quality.
Restaurant.
Which one, Madhukar? Madhura?
Bida shop near restaurant.
Perfect. Pan Bida shop outside a restaurant. That's the next thing. Let me go one step further. A place where you thought knowledge was never possible. I'm sharing that on screen from a humor perspective. But don't you think I can learn business from this guy? The bhaji stall outside a wine shop.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think that guy can teach us business? Irony hai. But don't you think हमको इससे भी धंधा सीखने को मिलता है, provided my eyes and ears are open? This is a fantastic target segment. Everybody wants a chakna. And if you are selling a chakna in a stall outside, selling this mirchi bhajis and all, people will take it from you. So think about it. So don't discount knowledge. Keep your the initial part, the homework part is that recipes for success are there everywhere. But the question is, are you going to follow that? Just like a khane ka dish, you want to make bangan bharta, you can Google bangan bharta. There are hundreds of recipes available to make your bangan bharta. Similarly, for startups also, there are hundreds of thousands of recipes outside. But the question is not whether you are getting it. The question is your eyes open to observe it? Am I making one point clear from my homework point? Can I go to the next slide? Is that okay? Understood? Any questions? Unmute and ask. Shall I go further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Second part. Just like in a recipe, what is the second thing? Buying an ingredients. What all is required to make it? You have to ingredients. So in a business perspective, in a startup perspective, the ingredients that you require are 4 things. First ingredient that you need to have is 4 pints of passion. Passion matlab kya? Josh. Because I'll tell you one thing. Starting a business is not sometimes so easy. You will get opposition from your relatives only. When I started my business at the age of 28, first dialogue all my relatives come and tell us, Madrasis Tamil, I mean, I'm a typical Tamil Brahmin, okay? Tamilians cannot do business. One first dialogue will come. The reason why it is not because you can do business or you cannot do business. The reason is it's a warning. Kal ko kuch problem hua. If some problem happens, don't come and ask me for money. That's a safeguard. Okay. So understand, when your business is going good, people will clap. But when you are going to the initial part of struggle, there are people who will sometimes criticize you. There are people who will sometimes, demotivate you. That is where your passion helps. Logic does not help. Passion helps. Karna hai. Kyun karna hai? Pata nahi hai. I always say entrepreneurship is a bug. It's a kida. A kida which makes people go. Because people never do any business for logic. All successful entrepreneurs, all entrepreneurs in general, start their business not for logic, but for emotions. I want to reach there, that Josh, that journey. I want to go through that journey. So please understand, business can never be taken by logic, because logic will always say there is a 50% chance of you losing the money. So don't even get into that. So logic will always defy at some point in time. But entrepreneurship is that kida where passion is very strong. You need to have the Josh that I will do it. I like doing this. I am going to like challenges. I am going to do this. That kind of Josh. So that's the first ingredient that you need to have from inside. The passion part, the Josh part. You should enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, you will not be able to work 20 hours out of 24 hours. And that is required from a business perspective. Second ingredient, 3 cups of self-belief. Your own mother might sometimes criticize you. Bekar mein eating money, spending money, wasting money, eating free food. You might get any kind of criticism. That is where the self-belief part kicks in. I know what I'm doing. I have that belief. I will fight till the end. I will make sure my decision is right. So that's self-belief. That's the second thing. 3 cups of self-belief. 2 kilos of networking. And this is something which is one ingredient which is easy to available in the market. It's actually free of cost. And that is something which people should get into it. Networking karo. When you are getting people to talk to you, network with them. The easiest way to network is ask questions. Tell me something after today's session. If I know 2 people in this class, I will remember Akshay and Harsha. Don't you think Harsha and networking, they take my numbers. I will give them my numbers after my session today. And tomorrow they have some question. They want to start business. Don't you think they can always call me and take some advice? Don't you think you can network with everybody whom you're meeting day in and day out? You're traveling by bus. Don't you think the next person there could talk to you? When we go from train from Bombay to Chennai or some Bombay to Calcutta somewhere, the person sitting next to you, son might be a bigger startup founder. You never know. But unless you network, wo uncle ka suitcase upar chadate dosti banayega, don't you think that networking can take you to the next level? And this is something which as MBA students or engineer students, everybody please understand, don't discount the power of networking. Networking is the most powerful tool in this world today, which you can leverage today. And networking is not send request account blog. No? Networking is not Facebook. Networking is how you leverage on your contacts, how you talk to them, how you maintain relationships. So do every extra bit, not just forward messaging or not just sending them happy Diwali, keep telling them what you are doing on a regular basis, ask information, occasionally give them calls, inquire hal chal, vaccination hua kya, that is called networking. Understanding this? So that's a very powerful ingredient and very easily available ingredient. And that is probably the easiest ingredient that can take you to the highest level. Because today venture capitalists are not interested in talking to people whom they don't know. They look for a hot connect. They don't want a cold connect to go talk to networkers. So they want somebody who knows this startup and who can build a bridge between the startup and the VC so that the funding becomes easier. They don't want to waste their time talking to new people just like that. They want a warm connect, or at least not a hot connect, at least a warm connect to get connected. So networking is very easy, and that has to be taken at the serious spirit. So please start networking, start talking to people. It does not matter, language does not matter. You can talk to them in Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, any language, but talk and maintain relationships, exchange numbers, and take the permission. Can I disturb you probably whenever I have something in mind? So ask for people and network. That's a very powerful tool. That's the third ingredient. Fourth ingredient is, when you do these three things, there is also one ingredient called luck. And that is what Warren Buffett also says, it's called serendipity. Serendipity is, sometimes when you want luck, luck will come to you. When you least expect, there will be luck that comes to you. Being at the right place at the right time, sometimes is called serendipity. Serendipity is luck you don't expect it happens. So we can say, when you do this thing, Bhagwan bhi dekhta hai, yaar, Allah, Khuda, Jesus, whichever God you believe in, that guy also knows you have put in the effort. So that luck will come to you at that time when you least expect. And this is my personal experience. When luck comes, it comes to you. You don't have to go after it. But please put your efforts right. Like when COVID happened, I was like, I do a lot of training programs for colleges, and I was doing consultancy at that point in time for 6 companies. My biggest challenge was the 6 companies, the contracts started reducing because they themselves are not making profits. So how will they? Yeah, I have to make this gentleman. Okay, so basically the challenge was this thing. That is when luck happened. Yeah, a friend of mine from USA started telling me to do NLP sessions online for the US audience at night time India. And I started making money in dollars. In fact, I started making more money in dollars than probably what I was getting in rupees. So when luck happens, it will happen. So don't think that luck hota nahi hota. Serendipity always comes. Don't worry. It is work. But these are the 4 ingredients that is required to make a successful startup. There is one secret ingredient which I will talk about in the end. One last dash. That's something which is required. So all of you clear with the second step, collecting the ingredients. The ingredients bahar nahi milta. Ye andar hi hai. You don't have to go outside in the market to get this. So this is happens provided we do the basics right. So now can we come to the actual setup? I have the ingredients. Now I have to do the setup from a business perspective. Like I'm going Bang and Bartha. I have purchased the stuff. I have done the research. Now I start with the process of setting up the business before I go to cooking. So the setup process goes like this. It's very simple. We follow design thinking process. I do not know if you know design thinking. It's a subject. Is it a subject? I do not know. But design thinking is the way where we take from all the 5 steps, where idea generation is probably the 3rd step. But before we can come to an idea of what product or service to start, we need to understand what business to start. Okay. For that, the first thing is discovery. It is like a menu card of a restaurant. First thing is, whenever I go to a lot of, in fact, last 2 weeks back, I was in IIT Dharwad. There were 2 students who came to me, and first dialogue, they say, sir, I have an idea. Problem. You are having an idea might not be a guaranteed success for a successful organization. First thing that we always say is, find out somebody, find out a potential customer who is facing a problem, and then find an idea to solve that problem. Understanding the difference between I have an idea and I'm going to find out who can use it. Is that better? Or I know somebody who is facing a problem and my idea can solve that person's problem. Which is better, first one or second one? I have an idea and I'm going to find out somebody in this world who is facing that problem. Or I know people who are facing some problem and I'm going to say, I'll find a solution with my idea to solve your problem. Which is better, 1 or 2? Can I have the answers on the share table? 1 or 2? Can you type the answer 1 or 2 on this screen, so that way I know how many people are awake and how many people have come for the sake of attendance? 1 or 2? Okay, Akshay says 1, 2, 2. Second, Akshay, why 1? Why do you think you have an idea and then it is easy to find somebody who has that problem?
Sir, because it is a similar situation now, sir.
No, you have an idea. For example, I have an idea. For example, I'll be giving a hypothetical idea. I have an idea for a product where I can eat without my hands. Now tell me, does this product have a market? I don't know, because I have to find the person who has a problem eating with the hands, correct? And
Yes,
I do
sir.
not know which part of the world this person is, so or which part of my target segment market is. But on the contrary, if I know some people who are facing a genuine problem. Let me give an example. This got a 2 crore funding, 1 crore funding. Ramaya College ka student around 7 years back. This guy found out this guy has patented this product as well. There is this multiple the CET, KCET exams. You have to shade the answer in black, right? You know that you have to shade this, right? And that takes a few that you have to color A, B, C, D option. You have to darken this, right? So that
Yes,
takes some time to darken. If not seconds, at least microseconds. At least half a second it takes to shade this thing, or sometimes it takes 2-3 seconds also to do this. So this guy has invented a pen where you go this and press this, one blob will go on that exact mark. You save microseconds. You save 3 seconds per question also in a 200 questions. Don't you think you have saved 5 minutes? You could have answered 5 more questions extra. So understand this. He found that people are facing a problem, and that problem came to a solution. And you look at any success. This is what design thinking also says. First thing it says is empathize with your customer. Find out what problem people are facing. And that is why I say your eyes should be looking out for people's problems. And I'll tell you, inside your campus, there are hundreds of problems which you can solve and have a successful business startup. There are a lot of challenges there in the campus itself. In the campus itself, there are a lot of challenges. Forget outside market. Everywhere people are having some problem or the other. Transportation, a bus, a vehicle, coming online session. And then there's a solution to it. So when you focus on people's challenges, it is easier to think of how to solve somebody's problem rather than imagine a product which people will not even know how to use. Understanding the logic, Akshay, agreeing with me? Because
Yes,
other
sir.
than you, got it? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
design thinking principle always says idea generation, everybody can think about ideas. But first find a problem statement which people are facing and use your creativity to solve that problem. You have a successful venture in the hands, provided the marketing tactics is right and the funding is taken care of. But on the other hand, if I don't know whose problem I'm going to solve, my marketing expenses goes in creating hype or awareness about the product. And in the end, my people might say, "Tum acha hai, lekin meko use nahi hai." Getting the concept of it. A Ranji Trophy match, look at the beauty. A Ranji Trophy match was not able to market itself successfully, even though there was a product, whereas an IPL came and changed the entire thought process of a Ranji Trophy match. Ranji Trophy match, mere paas product hai, audience nahi. But IPL said there are people who want to watch a cricket match in 3 hours. The need is there. And people who don't follow cricket started following cricket in the IPL, understanding a winner in the hands. They knew the problem was there, but I need to go ahead and capture that market. But Ranji Trophy koi dekhta nahi, aaj bhi nahi dekhta, in spite of cricket being a hype. Think about it. So and the biggest thing of IPL was they did not compete with cricket. They competed with movies. IPL ke time pe, there was a time when movies never used to get released. Theaters used to film IPL matches. Look at how concepts have started changing. So understand this. So that's the first step in design thinking. And in the research methodology of discovery, you need to first find the idea. Okay, that's the first step. So that's something. Basic thing is, don't think from your perspective. Always think from the other person's perspective. You are in search of a winning formula. You will get that formula because you are not saying I have this. You are saying you want this and I'm giving you that. Don't you think that's a powerful dialogue when you're engaging with the customer? And there is a market for everybody as long as you know what your target segment says. Same coffee example which I gave of Cafe Coffee Day. Let me give you this example. Cafe Coffee Day said very clearly, there are people who want to spend time. Coffee is extra. But at the same time, if I want to have fantastic coffee, India Coffee House is probably the best place I will go. Or Gotha's Coffee is something where I will go for drinking coffee. So everybody has got this thing. Let me give you one more example. Chloromint and Vicks, similar chocolates. Both are hard-boiled menthol-based chocolates. Look at the positioning. One guy says a medicinal product, galle mein kich kich whiskey goli lo, right? And one guy says after smoking you will not get caught. Chloromint. Look at this. Look at the positioning. Both have a problem. Vicks also will take care of after smoking, but Vicks is never catered because of smoking. People don't go to medical shops and buy the medicines. Buy Vicks. The Chloromint is always available in the pan ka dukan because that guy understood this is a problem. Is smokers fail, and they gave you that solution. So think about it. There is a problem statement. If you find a solution, you have a winner in your idea. Got this? Shall I go further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I come to the next part, which is concept development. Now I have an idea. How do I take it to the conceptualization stage? How do I make a prototype? The first thing is, this is something this is a particular this thing called as business model canvas. You all know about this? Have you studied about this in syllabus? MBA students, have you studied this? Yes, no. No means no, no problem. Yes or no? Yes, somebody answer.
No,
Not
sir.
yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay. Basically, today when you go to any venture capitalist and you're asking for funding, they don't ask you for project plan or business plan today. They predominantly ask you for business model canvas. I'll show you what a business model canvas. This is what is called as a business model canvas. This documents everything from the idea stage. Even though I have not started my business, but I need to capture everything of this. The first one is which is my target segment, which I'm going to focus on. Then I do the second one, which is value proposition. For each of the target segment, what is the value that I'm going to? We spoke about UEP some time back. So what is the value that I'm going to give to each of the target segments? Then we come to channels. Channels means how am I going to reach out to these customers or my potential customers? How am I going to reach the medium? One is who they are, what they want, how will I reach them? And then what do I do to strengthen my relationship? That is 4. And after that, we do 5. Where all can I make money from? Where all? Understand the question is where all. It is not how. Where all. I'll give an example, a few examples after this. Then we do 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8 can be in any order. Key activities required to make this business. Key resource I need for this, and the key partners, alliance partners kind of a thing. And then I say where all my money is going to go. Inflow. Outflow, sorry, inflow is revenue streams, outflow is cost structure. This might seem simple. I'll give an example. If I'm making a movie, I'm making a business model canvas for a movie. Where all do you think I can make money? First thing is, let us say customer segment. Customer segment, there are everybody has got jobs. Some for people who are old, some for art kind of films. That's a target segment customers. Based on the customer, I make a value proposition. Like when I talk of Rohit Shetty, I know cars will fly. Full typical masala movie which I will get. Okay, so this kind of things, right? Now tell me, where all can a movie make money from? Anybody? How does movie make money? Anybody?
From cinemas.
From cinema halls.
Cinemas.
Okay, sorry, Faisal, they don't make money out of cinema halls. The producer makes money by selling the distribution rights to distributors who make money by selling it to cinema halls. So distributorship is one way. Correct, Faisal? I'm just correcting you. Nothing wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so distribution is one. Then
Placing brand in between.
exactly. The biggest money today does not come in distribution. The biggest money comes in product placement. I'll give an example. All of you have watched Chennai Express.
Yes, sir.
Which was Shah Rukh Khan's phone?
I think Nokia.
Which Nokia again?
N72.
Nokia Lumia something, correct na? Look at that.
Yeah.
The dialogue in which that movie was done. Don't you think Shah Rukh Khan actually did an advertisement for Nokia Lumia there? That where she says Deepika Padukone उसको पूछता है वो फेंकने ये फोन में क्या है, बोलता है इतना कॉस्ट है, इतना रैम है, इतना मेमोरी है, इतना पिक्सल कैमरा है, and then she jokingly asks, इससे मैं कॉल कर सकती हूँ क्या? Understand this? So don't you think that the ad was actually based as a dialogue? Ronaldo recently took 2 Coke bottles from the stage and kept it on the side. Okay, that is called product placement. Because of that, the share values of Coca-Cola dipped. But understand something, the two in a TV program, the 2 things kept in front, the 2 bottles kept in front of them is actually they pay money to get that. If the background, that movie in which Shahid Kapoor plays one dumb guy's role, in that Tide ka advertisement comes. I do not know, Rajpal Yadav is cleaning kapda and background mein there is Tide is shown. They pay money. They pay money to put their advertisements on movies also, and that is big money. Music rights gives you money. So when I say the business model canvas, it is not one way. You have to list down all the possible ways of listing down the movies. Got this? Business model canvas is something which can be done even before with numbers. It is all the possible without the numbers. It's the mechanism how you are going to capture information. And if you go with a fantastic business model canvas, VCs are excited. They are interested to take you to at least listen to your product pitch. Making sense? Understood? Business model canvas is something which you should focus on. In YouTube, there are a lot of videos on business model canvas. In fact, one of my channels also, there's a video on business model canvas. So understand this. Business model canvas is the basic structure. Earlier, VCs used to ask for business plan. But today, more than business plan, they are focusing on business model canvas. This gives much more clarity about the thought process rather than actual numbers. So focus a lot on BMC. This is the setup part. Now we come to the actual cooking part. Okay, there's a slide share scene.
No, sir.
Okay, now it's seen.
Now it is.
So
No.
cooking process में ज़्यादा tough नहीं है. The process is you need to mash in motivation, because here is where you will start seeing your ups and downs. Most probably starting with downs ही रहेगा. Okay, you would have sold a product, first product going to the product market, and then there will be a call. ये product काम नहीं कर रहा है, and that is where firefighting mode happens, because teething problems will be there in any startup. Take it from me. I have not seen a perfect startup with absolutely no teething problems. Teething problems होगा ही होगा, and that is where you require that extra bit of motivation to go ahead, and it will be like the fire that's happening. You will be roasted in fire. Okay, in fact, that's the next slide. You will be roasted with rejection. When you go with a new idea to VC or to a first customer, first thing that they will say, so I don't want it. And trust me, the rule of sales, rule of rejection happens. Let me put it very lightly, humorously put. When you send a request in Facebook, do you think everybody is going to accept your like request? Be honest. Do you get disappointed when you send a request to one person and that person did not even accept it? How dare he or how dare she? नहीं ना. You know, 100 लोग को भेजो, 2 लोग accept करेंगे. अपना काम है send request till your account gets blocked or before the warning comes. But understand something, same thing is going to happen in business. Everybody you go and meet is not going to say yes to your idea. Agreeing with this logic? So please understand, you are going to be roasted with rejection. Make rejection your best friend. Just think it's a number game. We follow a fantastic formula, SW, 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 WN. It's very simple. Some will, some won't, so what, who next? Ashte. Just like Facebook. Some will, some won't, so what, who next? Simple. If you work on this funda, trust me, you will make a lot of, you'll enjoy the process, and your work will become like whisking with the work. You keep whisking, and things will start falling in place. So the process explained from a perspective of this thing is resourcing. Now resourcing mein, you need to resource the right people, right money, at the same time, the right. So here I will put some points. Some of the startups that they say, first thing that they invest is in a swanky office. Not necessary. Please understand, you having a swanky office in a big brigade towers or etc. is not going to create any value addition from a VC's perspective or the customer's perspective, as long as it is not a showroom where people are going to come. If you are a service-based startup, you don't even need to have an office. Cafe Coffee Day Jindabad. You can do your business meetings in Cafe Coffee Day. If you have a meeting in Jayanagar, Jayanagar Coffee Cafe Day. If you have a meeting in Yelahanka Cafe Day Jindabad. There you can have an office everywhere across the globe, across the country. So please understand, sometimes don't spend your money, don't put your resources to something which is not giving you ROI, return on investment. Make sure that the last penny counts, especially in startup, because you will need money for bigger things, not for smaller things. Money is going to take, offices in remote places. Now, 2 startups of mine, one is from Shimoga. It's cheap, they are 2,100 rupees per month. Why should I? And the office is everybody works from home. So it doesn't matter. So I personally suggested who I'm mentoring, take an office in Shimoga in one room, not even one room, kitchen, 1 room and 1 restroom. That's it. We have taken, it doesn't matter. Okay, so please understand, where you have to invest, but where is not necessary, don't waste money. Okay, there are a lot of WeWork spaces where you can take a cubicle across. There are a lot of startups incubating. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so understand this. So utilize the power of incubation and use, when you are incubating, you have the college, especially engineering students. I do not know any engineering students are there. Give me a thumbs up. Any engineering students there? Okay, engineering students, please understand, you have a big advantage. Your lab facilities can be used for your creating your prototype. You can probably buy the raw materials, but the prototype can be set up in your lab premises, because you have, with the same thing outside, you cannot set up, you cannot imagine all those kind of setups that you will need from an incubation setup to create a prototype. So make the best use of college time. In fact, you should start your business at the 2nd year. So 3rd and 4th year, you have you can utilize the resources of the college from a lab perspective, and it's a joint win-win situation for the college and the startup which is breeding in that college. So that is one big advantage. So the resources, HR networking, network with people outside, inside. That's one more thing where you can actually get a lot of leveraging from the process perspective. You can get advice, mentors. One very small thing in business, we believe, don't expect to take advice from everybody. At the same time, every advice is not free. Experts' advice don't come free. You can give experts stake in the company. If you feel that there's a big value add, you feel like experts can mentor you for a charge, you can do it. So understand this resourcing process is not only from a finance perspective, it's from a finance, it's from a business, HR, people, machinery, everything can be resourced. Then comes the actualization. I'll share with you all the details. So money I spoke. Okay, I have a question here. Funding. Debt is costlier or equity is costlier? I'll give an example, then you can answer me. Suppose I'm a start. Let me take Akshay as a start. Akshay has started a business. Akshay wants 10 lakhs for expenses, basically for running his company. He comes to Ramni. Ramni gives you two options. Ramni and Sriram sir. Okay, I'll put to you. Okay, Ramni says, I'll give you 10 lakh rupees at 1% per month interest. Basically 10,000 rupees. Sorry, 1,000 rupees per month. Sorry, I'll 10% per month interest. Okay, 10,000 rupees per month interest. And Sriram sir says, I will take 10% stake in the company. Who do you think will you take the money from? Ramani or Sriram sir? Anybody please answer. I want some answers. I didn't do justice. I want some answers. I won't proceed without answers. Faisal?
Sir, I don't understand what you say.
You are starting a business, Faisal, and you want 10 lakh rupees funding.
Yes, sir.
You go to Ramni. Ramni says, I'll give you 10 lakhs, but I will charge you 10,000 rupees per month interest. Sorry, I will charge you 20,000 rupees per year interest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sriram sir says, you give me 1% stake in the company. I will give you 10 lakh rupees. Whom will you take the money from?
Sir, the second one.
Sriram sir. Why? Why would you
Yes,
take
sir.
money and give 1% stake in the company?
Sir, it would be more if he takes 10% interest, because I have to pay
20,000 per year. I said 20,000 per year.
20,000
Per year. 10 lakh
then
rupees
the
per
first
year?
one.
Okay. 2 lakh rupees per year.
To like
Sorry, it's 20%. 2 lakh rupees per year. Per year.
then second one.
Why? You feel it's better bargain?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else with a different opinion or the same opinion with a different answer, different reason? Veena ma'am, Saundarya ma'am, ladies voice please.
Probably Purnakant can answer. Ready, Garu?
Ready Garu?
Sir.
Yes, sir बोलेगा तो ही बात करेगा. Sriram sir, you should have told them to talk, sir. Okay. Yeah, ready Garu. Yes, ready Garu. Which is better? Taking money from Sriram sir or Ramni?
Sir, Sriram sir.
Why?
Sir, in equity, we have to just pay the dividend, no, sir. I mean,
You're asking me or telling me? Okay, dividend. Okay, why? Why? Okay. Understand this. Understand.
Sir.
Okay. Continue. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Sir, in case if we couldn't make out profits or if we couldn't make out earnings, sir, it is difficult to pay interest.
So if you don't make, basically Reddy says, if I make loss, Sriram sir ko I can say Tata, bye-bye, see you. I don't have to pay money to Sriram sir. Correct? Let me give you another scenario. If you make crores and crores and you become like Zomato, then what is 1% of Zomato today?
In that scenario, debtors are much better, sir.
So 2 lakhs is nothing. Please understand, we always use this funda. Debt is always cheaper than equity. This is the reason. Nobody starts business with the aim to do loss. Na? If you are taking loan and thinking you will go into loss, I will say don't even take money, close the business. Your money is safe in your hands. But if you are doing business, nobody takes money to go ahead and do loss so that you don't have to pay Sriram sir money. You know, aapka bhi paisa doob raha hai, yaar. 1% is 99% of your money also went for loss, right? So understand, this is the biggest thing that people think. Giving equity is cheaper. No, equity is always costlier than debt. Understanding the logic with a numerical example, everybody, give me a thumbs up. I need some participation. Hello. Oh my God. Okay. Coffee Beku. Okay, Madhurank. Oh, good. Madhurank, come on camera. Yeah, let me see a nice face. Okay. Come. Okay, so understanding this. So this is why. And I'll tell you one more thing why you should not sell your equity in the starting stage. In the starting phase of any company, equity is very cheap. When you're starting up, equity is very cheap. So always try to get funds from family, relations, friends, probably, little bit this thing. But when you go It's very easy to do, and let me give you a reality of the market. It is very easy to get 200 crores in the market than get 20 lakh rupees equity. You want 20 lakhs funding, not a single person will give you, but you want 200 crores. There are people who are willing to put in that money because it makes better economic sense to pump in big money rather than put your money in 100 different companies, 20 lakhs each. They don't make their money that fast. The rule of thumb is VCs don't want to pump in money for smaller businesses. It's very easy to get 200 crores, 300 crores business. Okay, funding. So that's how big companies work today. And the latest news today is Swiggy is planning for around 1.5 billion funding. Okay, and so that's their they say. The education, one classic example which I always make a statement whenever I get a chance is, till 6 months back, educationists never had a chance to say we are educationists and we have success stories. It was always success stories of Mark Zuckerberg, etc., Bill Gates, etc. But today in India, we have got two educationists who are turned it phenomenally, Byju's and Akshay, Akash Classes. Both of them are phenomenal billion-dollar companies today in India who are Akash Classes sold themselves to Byju's for $1 billion. A professor making that kind of money. So market mein paisa hai. Classic success stories even from education perspective. Now we have for educationists also to tell about. So understand the thing. It's very easy to sell your stakes at a cheaper price at young this thing. But when you are growing up, because let me tell you one thing: when you are a big company, you will not even have 12% of the company. So if you give your 1%, 2% at a younger stage, when you become big, you will not have the controlling rights. Even Infosys, the entire Narayan Murthy family today has around 12% only. In fact, less. That's it. But in 12% is good enough controlling stakes of the company, unless the others group buy. And that also they can't do it without giving the first buy option to Murthy sir. So think about it. So we understand one classic funda from finance perspective, from a resourcing stage. Debt is cheaper than equity. Next question I always get from startups is, should I start slow or should I start big? Should I go the big bang approach, like heavy funding karke bada across India chalu karu, ya shall I start small? Here I will say both are good strategies, but one is depends upon your budget, your cash flow that you have in hand, and the second one is a strategy which Nirma used. All of you know Nirma? Heard of Nirma?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nirma was a company in Gujarat. 1993 mein Nirma, not Nirma, Hindustan Lever was the #1 company with Surf being the market leaders. 1993 mein Surf 1 year mein Surf from 77% market share, 93% market share came to 56% market share. In 1 year, 93 se 56 tak aaya, and the entire Hindustan Lever was shaken. Yeah, aisa kaisa, they were the market leaders. How come such a drastic drop? Then they realized it was nothing to do with their market share. Their market share was intact. But till 1 year back, Nirma was a small scale company, unorganized sector company. They never had to publish their records. Nirma went public in 1993, and that by their data got recorded in the sense in the statistics perspective, because they were in the organized sector. So everybody had to take Nirma's sale also into consideration. Surf's stake still that time was only 56% only, but nobody knew why unorganized sector peta. Like for example, if I say packaged coconut water, heard of this company called as Cocojal? Yes or no? Have you seen it in
No.
supermarkets? Cocojal karke one bottle mein coconut juice pack karke बेचता है. Have you seen Elanir bolta hai? Have you seen that? Somebody?
No,
Yes,
sir.
no. Okay, there is a product called as Cocojal, which is coconut juice in a bottle. Now that comes in the organized sector. So they can virtually claim they have 100% market share, because the local coconut vendor who is sitting on the roads and selling will never get accounted for. But they were already there in the market, and when that company came into the market, everybody thought that these people had lost market. No, it was only that the same. So you can use the Nirma formula. Nirma formula is grow slowly so that you don't come into the limelight. And when you're ready for launching the big bang approach, that's when you can take funding for marketing purposes and take it to the next level. Got this? Please ask me questions. I am not very comfortable only talking here. I want people to ask. College ka ijat ka sawal hai yaar. Come on, ask. Okay. You can interrupt me and ask. Okay. Manpower also you can go see. Material machinery. Basically, all this resource planning happens. In this phase, in the process phase, you also have to understand prototype and testing. Make a prototype, because today a lot of VCs who are funding, any investors who are looking at will also want to see a prototype. Without the prototype, they are not able to visualize it. But at the same time, when you're testing your prototype, some mistakes nahi karna chahiye. Like one company I'm mentoring has created board games to teach college students subjects. Playing games, teachers can understand this. When we launched this product in the market, we sold to 2 colleges in the first day. And both colleges say, I got a call. Ramani, our people are not able to understand the instruction sets, and thereby they are not able to play the game. Then we realized that we goofed up in the prototype phase. When we were testing the game that we were made with some students of colleges, we told them how to play the game. We did not give them the instruction sheet and said, you read the instructions and start playing the game. We explained them. When the games were sold in the market to colleges, the teachers or the students had to read the instruction sheet. And then we realized our instruction sheet was not that complete. So our product failed in the market because our prototype testing phase we goofed up. Then we corrected that error. We reworked on the instruction sheet, made it into an 8-page instruction sheet, and then we sent it. And there also we used design thinking. And then we said we will add teachers training, add on extra paisa from a service perspective. So when things come, you need to work out on a solution to solve the problem. So please understand, testing mein prototype is very important. And when the testing phase is happening, don't test the customer, test the product. Don't tell the customer you don't know this also. That is dangerous. You are supposed to test the product, not test the product whether the person is understanding or not. Like for example, I'm manufacturing a new elevator. Example, I have come out with a solution for a new elevator, and I tell people this is how you should stand and go inside. Now every time there can be somebody who is standing there and telling people how to board that elevator. So you should not test this. And they, "Haath mat pakdo, bola nahi kya?" That thing cannot can be done. You are testing the people, nahi. You are testing the product. So when they are making a mistake, also you should keep quiet, because then only you will understand how what to be corrected in the prototype. So a lot of times in the testing phase, this is the mistake that I've seen in the companies mentoring phase. They don't test the prototype, they test the customer. Aisa kaisa, and test it for different ones, small, big. One company is created automatic kiosk which will do the billing. You go to Vogue showrooms, wrong showrooms in Phoenixville. We had put this product for testing in one of the malls in the wrong malls in there. Basically, you have to come with the cab, and you whatever dress you put it in the cart, automatically it will bill, and you pay the money, and then you can walk out. That's it. No customer billing. So this was tested at the point. There we realized that one biggest problem was after the billing and all barabar aata hai, but who will be removing the beepers, the magnetic discs which is going to make a sound. So the manual intervention was not solved. So we had to come out with something else. Then we brought a barcode sticker for the stickers rather than having a magnetic strips. But then that was getting, it could probably go. So now we are working on the next level to solve this problem. So understand, when you test the product, not the customer. So that is one area where I would like to throw some extra light on. So this is prototype and testing. Let me go further. Prototype helps, actualizing stage. Okay, now this is the actualization stage. Actualizing means my company started doing decently well, and I am now operated business. Now please understand, whenever you want funding, this is a finance question. All of you are second year finance. What are the different sources of finance funds? Anybody? Faculty, please don't answer. What are the different sources if you want to raise money? What are the different things you can raise money from? How can you get money for your company? Anybody? Anybody? Akshay, paisa kahan se milega? Who will give you money? How do you take money for companies? What are the different areas?
From banks, sir.
Loans. Basically, you're saying loans.
Yes.
Okay, loan is one way to get money. Next.
Public funds.
Basically, funding, where you sell equity. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any other ways to get funds?
Your savings.
I'm talking about business, company perspective. Savings is also equity. You are putting your money, so your company is a different entity, you are a different entity. Principle of entity.
Partnership.
That is
Investors.
equity. Come again, sir, Faisal.
So investors who are
That is
willing
funding.
to
That is funding. I'm talking very generic. Either funding where you sell equity and make money, company makes money, gets money, or you can take loan. But you are missing out on one very important thing of funds.
I think it is Harsha who has answered. Yeah.
Harsha, answer kya?
Yes, he has answered.
Harsha, what answer you said?
Partnership.
Partnership is also stakes. Okay. The biggest and the best way to get money for your company is sales. Don't you think I don't have to pay interest? I don't have to pay dividend also, and I am not losing company interest. Don't you think if I have a product ready, I sell the product, I get more money, I put the money back in the business? Don't you think that's the fastest and the surest way to make money? Lot of times in a bid to get money, people forget that sales se bhi paisa aa sakta hai. They start focusing on only investors and funding for their or loan for their funds. But they forget that if my product gets ready, a half-baked product which can go to the market and get me the model 1, version 1, don't you think a version 1 can also get me some money in the market to fund my version 2? Think about it. Don't discount the power of sales as a funding. In finance, first year financial management, you would have studied there are 3 sources of funds: sales, loans, and equity. Padai kiya rahega, long ago. Okay, let's come back. I'm sorry. So coming back to the slides, yeah, operating business. That's when you start operating business. Utilizes your goals. Have a goal plan. You need to know what you're going to achieve. Targets have to be given. Even though you're on your own company, you need to have targets, yearly targets, quarterly targets. Even till date today, I have monthly targets which I carry. And if I don't achieve my monthly targets, somewhere I don't feel, raat ko neend nahi aata hai. So you need to have targets. Target, whether you are in sales or marketing, in your own company, you have to have targets. Company should have a target. You should have a target. That's how you achieve goals. Because if you don't have a target, we run aimlessly. So everybody in the company should know the same. Now the new buzzword is, it is not only about profit. You could have a target not only in terms of profit. You could have a target in terms of volume. Xanto is a loss-making company, but their targets is in terms of volumes. If I do this much kind of volume, I can get you at this kind of level. Okay, it could also be on revenue. My sale turnover is less, but my revenue is smooth. Sometimes it might be pure cash flow. Operating cost, tomorrow's month's salary, I don't have money to give. So probably today I might sell it at probably no cost, no loss basis, because I might do a stock clearance. Why? Because when I do a stock clearance, I probably can take out the salary. Money in my hand is far more better than money in working capital. So understand this. So it could also be about profit. It could be about volume of business. It could be about revenue generated. It would also be about bottom line revenue generated means, and it would also be about cash flow. So understand there are a lot of things. And one thing which I want to share here with due respect, especially if there's somebody from engineering background, please understand your startup company, if the company starts growing big, be open to the fact that you might not be the founder of the company, but you might not be the CEO of the company. Be open to that fact. CEO of a company requires extra skills, especially if it's a $100 crore company and you want to make this 100 crore company to a 1,000 crore company. Trust me, even I don't have the expertise to. Today, I am doing consultancy not for 100 crores to 200 crores. I've got 3 companies where the target is 10 crores, 20 crores. My job is to, in 1 year's time, I have to make it into a 100 crore company. That is where I'm giving. I don't have the expertise to make a 100 crore company to 1,000 crore company. That's a different ball game. That's a marketing game. I'm more from a sales perspective. So everybody has to understand. A technical guy, engineering guy might have started a company, but somewhere on the round, he should realize that probably without the right approach, right marketing skill sets, I might not be able to scale up my company. You will still be the founder of the company. Today, this concept has started happening. Lot of technical founders are not the CEOs of the company, and they are pretty happy with it. It's nothing. It's not a designation change, or it's not something degrading me. That requires, at the end of the CEO is an employee. You are the founder of the company. You probably still have 17% stakes of the company. So don't take it too hard that I have to be the CEO. CEO is a power game. So don't get into the stuck up in the power game. Be open to the fact that non-founders can be the CEO. And the last thing is plating the disc, the presentation part. How do you secret it with a secret sauce? This is the secret ingredient which I spoke of. The secret ingredient to any business should be with this. When you start a company, please understand this. Now I'm going to ask a question. I want a few people to answer. Okay, without answers, I'm not going. I'm sure you would have heard about it, but I may be giving a different perspective. Think that you are traveling in a Lamborghini. There are 3 people who are asking you for lift at a place junction. They are standing. One is your best friend. Best friend. This person is asking you for a lift. Second thing is your ideal dream date. If you are a boy, that's a lady who is impressed with people coming in Lamborghini and seeing that you are dressing and you are chivalrous, they like, she or he might like it. If you're a lady, that's a dream date, boy standing. And there's an old lady who's met with an accident. What will you do? Please give me a thumbs up. Those who want to answer, I will pick people.
Sir,
Anybody?
old lady.
Yeah, you'll give lift to the old lady. Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Madhurank?
Sir, I give my Lamborghini car to friend and tell him to save that old lady, sir.
And you
And
can
I'll
walk
be-
the dream date home.
Yeah.
Correct? Don't you think Akshay is a win-win strategy?
Yes, sir.
Right? He took care of the lady He took care of the friend and he also mentioned that the lady is impressed. Chivalrous banda yaar, lady ko help karta Lamborghini ka chabi de diya. Right? Don't you think the lady is also going to be impressed? Don't you think this is a better answer? But I'm going to take this example to the next level, and that is the secret sauce, the secret ingredient. Just focus on this particular screen again. I'm going to change you. I'm going to change best friend. I'm going to change dream date. I'm going to change old lady. This is the secret sauce. And look at the meaning changes. As a business owner, are you willing to give the of your business to the HR or the policies to take care of ethics and values so you can focus on business? Don't you think a total different dimension came? Lot of times when we start a business, we say paisa kamana hai. Policies not necessary. But understand something, when you are small, if the policies are not in place, then when you grow big, policies will never come in place. And then you get treated, you get to lose a lot of brand value. Even till today, Tata's has got a fantastic brand value because they ensure that ethics and values are in place. Agreeing with me? This is the secret sauce. Are you thinking win-win? Are you taking care of all stakeholders? Are you having a strong policy network? The chavi of the Lamborghini friend, that is where the comes. Are you willing to say that you HR frame the policies which are ethics and value based? Everybody will follow the but we will focus only on growing profits. Don't think everybody think about it. This is example which somebody shared in one of the universities. I liked it. I told that gentleman I'm going to use this again and again. And I personally have used it because I think this is a secret ingredient which means because in a startup, people run after paisa. They don't care for policies and then they feel my brand value is gone for a negative toss. And this happens. So if your policies are in place, when you're starting small, it's easy to put in policies in place. When you become big, it becomes very tough for a culture of an organization to change. So that is what I say is a secret ingredient. So that's the last secret sauce is thinking win-win. That's what I shared up. So coming to Platon, garnish with glory. Trust me, if you do all these processes in this thing, you will get that glory. Jisme aap bask kar sakte ho. And I'll tell you what, the same uncle who said, pagal like ya, don't even start, is the first person who will clap at you when you succeed in life. Personal experience, mein 2 baar I have seen shit in life. I've gone down at 21 lakh rupees loan. I have borrowed at 10% per month interest. The 21 lakhs in 1 year became 41 lakh rupees loan. I've done all the stupidest things in life which people should not do. And then I've scaled back thanks to God, doing pretty good today. But understand something. And when the things are down, this process works. So I'm just putting this in a very simple perspective. That's what I wanted to share here. 1 second. I'll just, yeah, this is what I wanted to share. The entire process in a small recap. 4 pints of passion, Josh, 3 cups of self-belief, khud pe vishwas, 2 kilos of networking, meet everybody, start talking to everybody. Don't be shy of talking about your product to people. Don't say, oh, kya sochega, ye kya sochega. Talk to people. You will get that one lump of luck. When you mash yourself in motivation, mash hota hai. You know, everybody will be around you, not looking at you. That's when you mash yourself in motivation. You will be roasted with rejection. Don't take it personally. It's all in the game. This only thing that you have to focus is work, and work. Season with the secret sauce. Don't think of duping customers or cheating customers. Think win-win, long-term business, long-term profit maximization. Trust me, glory will come, and that is when you can garnish on the glory. It is like that end mejo, the umbrella that is there on the limbu juice. You know, that is what brings about 300 rupees for a limbu juice than a 5 rupees limbu juice on the road. It is that umbrella. When you sit in a 5-star hotel and they serve you a limbu juice with an umbrella on top with a half lemon slice there, that is called garnishing. That umbrella will come to you, and the same people who will laugh at you, trust me, will be the same people who will clap at you. It depends upon when you listen to them. Do you listen to them when they are laughing at you, or you want to see them clapping at you? The choice is yours. I'm open for questions. Please ask questions, because people don't ask questions. I feel I didn't do justice to the topic. I hope I did. So don't hesitate on the questions. Any questions you can ask. Any questions. So I want you to wish all of you not only having the cake, also eat it. Please ask questions. I want questions. Anybody? I need questions. Hey, this is not done yet.
People, you have 10 more.
I have one question to you.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Wonderful.
Yeah, this is regarding product development you mentioned. Okay, so the investments which you have been getting from the borrowers from the banks for investors and all that. But how do you raise the funds? You said for a product development that you are not There's no clarification on that.
Sir, product development today, getting loans from the bank, very tough. Very tough. Okay, because prototypes, no bank funds, because they want to see the customers in place. Okay, and the evaluation of the bankers is if it's a manufacturing company, 3.5 to 4%, 4 times the turnover of the company. That's what they evaluate your company as. But VCs are far more, angel investors, VCs are far more, they focus on the value of the idea and the prototype success also they are willing to fund. Now talking to VCs, couple of pointers. Getting a warm connect is very essential because they don't want to focus on people who are don't have a warm connect. Okay, cold connects they don't entertain. But talking from a VC's perspective, when you're pitching, don't talk to them on the product per se. Talk to them on ROI perspective. The VC is not putting money to see the product mein kya acha hai, kya bekar hai. They are more interested in, even though it might be a copied idea. So Zomato got funding, Swiggy also got funding, OLX got funding, Quaker also got funding. Quaker came later in the market, but they still got. So it might be a copy idea. But at the end of the day, if I see value in this, I missed the chance to board that bus, I might board this bus. So at the end of the day, it is not about the idea always. It's about the market that I can capture with what speed and what pace I can capture. So that is, VCs look from a return on investment perspective. That is one thing. Then talking how to pitch to the VCs, always focus on a document numbers. VCs are not interested in product technicalities. That after they are interested in the first round of meeting, they will probably go ahead and they will check the technical evaluation happens after the first round of initial idea generation process, which is present to the VC. Then the last round will come before they give you a timesheet to where they are going to release the funds and slots. If you look at one more thing, product development today, VCs still are not willing to fund money. Today, VCs are willing to fund money for marketing. You have an idea of product and they say you want to scale across India, you want 300 crores, we are willing to fund, you want 1,000 crores, we are willing to fund. But if you look at it from product development, it's still today angel investment only happening because the gamble is too high. VCs are comfortable to spend 1,000 crores on marketing. If you already have a product in place, which I can take it across the country, I bombard with advertisements, I reach out to a lot of people, volume of economy of scale starts working and I make my money. It's pure number game which they look at. Angel investing is probably what we will have to look at from a product development stage. And one more option is government today has some schemes. In fact, just today or yesterday, Elevate has launched. Karnataka government has launched Elevate 100. So any of these people who have a product or an idea can actually submit to Elevate 100. 100 companies in India, they get free funding. When I say free funding, no conditions attached. Up till from 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs or 1 crore, they give funding. You can visit karnataka.nic.in or something, Karnataka state government ka Elevate 100. Search for this. That is one more easier way. Government grants actually come. Ministry of Industry, small scale as well as large scale, depending upon the idea, also are willing to give a lot of startup funds this year. So there are some areas, but angel investment and government funds is probably what you will be looking at from a product development phase. And coming from the academic industry, your college also can work out, looking out from some brand of angel investors or mentorships who can actually take that, establish the bridge between angel investing and this. Did I answer that, sir?
Yeah. And Keonix, there is one government organization wherein we can get ourselves registered over there.
Yes, but Keonix will probably register only with things which are related to IT.
IT, yeah. No, we have to show IT.
Yeah, if you're support, but one channel. Okay, now that you brought this question, let me take it.
Show the IT company only. Will not show the.
Okay, one more thing, because you brought this. I think most of my audience today are MBA students. Now, one challenge comes in the MBA students' mind. They want to go into IT-based product, but they don't have the technical expertise to create the software. So here, there is a big challenge that happens when the marriage between a technical guy and the MBA guy happens. Who will run the company? So here, I always say, focus on the trust part. Focus on the friendship part rather than the technology expertise part. Or if you are really keen on the expertise part, then make sure everything is transparent. That documentation will say openly baat karne ka hai, that for this work, this is what we will take. For the investment in the company, we will take stakes. Please don't relate work with stakes. Work ke liye, I will take money. For investment, I will take profit. Clarity has to be thought, because I've seen a lot of partnership fail only because they did not have a documentation. Like, for example, I'll give a hypothetical example. Sir, can I use example just for hypothetical purposes? Can I use an example? Okay. So suppose I and Ravi Shankar sir start a company. Ravi Shankar sir is a technical guy and I am the marketing guy. Hypothetical example. We start a company and we start doing the business. Now what happens is, I am saying we had put this thing that both of us will put 50% money, and stakes also we will take 50% stakes. Now what happens? I'm going in the market, I'm pitching the product, but no customer is buying from me. XYZ reasons. I'm doing hard work, but no customer is buying. Meanwhile, Ravi Shankar sir also goes and talks to one or two of his friends who is there in the industry, and he manages to sell the product, and we make some money. That money may we take 50% in the profit. Once it is okay, twice it is okay, but 2 years में ऐसे ही चल रहा है, तो कहीं ना कहीं तो रविशंकर सर का माइंड में डाउट आएगा, काम भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, प्रोडक्ट भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, why should I give 50% to Ramni? This thought process starts coming into people. So that is why I say don't divide equity with work. So what we should have planned is, when we started the partnership, I should have told, sir, product बनाने के लिए इतना पैसा आप लोगे. Take 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, some percentage of the product, take that money, but allocate that funds. You might not take cash, notional entry in another, but you know, company owes Ravi Shankar sir this much money. And I say, for getting sales, we will take 10%. Now I get sales or you get sales, both of us will take 10% for the work done. Now, don't you think that the relationship becomes healthy? Irrespective of Ravi Shankar sir getting order, he will take 10% from sales perspective. I get my orders, I take 10. Only the remaining things get shared as profits. So there is transparency here. Work ke liye profits and work ke liye salary or remuneration, and profits is basically from that perspective. So partnership becomes healthy. So especially when somebody is talking about LLP or private limited company, I first say document your workflow or doing what, or technical ho ya non-technical ho, work ke liye paisa ya, that should be equated, documented. Then partnerships last long. Otherwise, one of the partners only starts killing the company, because somewhere what happens is, मैं कर रहा हूँ, उनको मेरे को I have to give money, so both people decide slowly, slow death कर देते हैं company, and a good company does not go to the next level. This happens. I have seen it out of my own practical, So when I say technical versus MBA students, this is one of the biggest challenges. Technical, because they are dependent on technology to a large extent. So that's where the call comes. Should I outsource it, or should I sell stakes and take somebody as a partner?
Yeah, so he had answered my question. Probably I think then we can talk in detail
Sure,
with respect to the technological products. Might be MBAs or engineers, whomever is there.
So there is something called
There is a
design thinking.
platform. Yeah, the platform should be on the technology only.
Okay, sir, more than technology, I think one thing which you can add as a workshop or something will be design thinking. Design thinking thinks about the process of the 5 steps of how a product innovation happens. First is empathy, defining the actual problem. Then comes third step is only ideation, how you solve the problem. There are TRIS principles, which is mechanical based, but it works across. So basically how to solve the problem. And then you go to the prototype or testing phase. And then you go to the last thing of, prototype phase. And then we go to the testing phase. So this 5 phases of design thinking is the backbone for any idea generation or anybody to start a startup, and it works across. Even you want to create a syllabus from an academic perspective, if you use design thinking, you will reach better results faster. So design thinking is applicable for anything and everything. It's a very broad process. It's nothing to do with technology. Technology is only a means to solve the problem. Whether I learn through Java or through C, it's only a means to solve the problem. But the process part, there are 2 processes in fact. One is called design thinking, one is called system thinking. System thinking focuses more from a process perspective. Design thinking focuses more from the solving problem perspective. Both have its own pluses and minuses. But normally today startups, we say design thinking works because you find out the problem, empathize the problem, define the problem, and then solve the problem. So probably if you are looking out for something, design thinking would be a better option to show it to your students, because technical is always available in the market. YouTube, there are a lot of videos available wherein I can improve my technical knowledge and skill sets but the first step is understanding the process of problem solving or idea generation. So that's where probably I mean, if you ask me, I would say design thinking would come first, then probably the technical expertise could be added.
Yeah, good, sir. I think you have got a lot of knowledge on the process and systems and everything. So it's really wonderful that we can share it with ourselves, and we can also take it forward with many new things, innovative ideas, and also we can build on the system. So totally, I think that will be a great help from you.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, we really appreciate your fantastic knowledge, and extremely good your presentation, what I had gone through, and it's very extremely good. This has been, I think most of them missed out. Actually, we had expected more than 100+ students, and I thought it's only 47. Might be we can have a offline session again once the college starts after 15.
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we'll get
I would prefer one question from the students. There is satisfaction.
Please, yeah.
One question from any student.
Akshay, Purnakant, you can speak there if you have any kind of questions in starting up the business.
Because I know it's like this. If doctor asks what is the problem, patient पूछने बोला आप ही doctor हो, you only find out that no doctor can help. So what is one question from the student's perspective?
Well said.
Symptoms तो बताओ, solution we can find.
Purnakant, you can ask a few questions as a startup.
I think it is COVID times, sir. So they are thinking that the prescription is the same for everything. That's why maybe they are not asking.
I love that answer, sir. I love that answer. I will use it again somewhere else.
Absolutely. That's what happening.
I love that answer, sir. Thanks so much.
Also fed up with the
Sir, a few words. Ranjan sir, please.
Yes. In fact, I definitely wanted to tell just a one-liner. In fact, though it was an online session, but I always felt that it was an offline session. It was so very engaging. Trust me, Shriramji. I have attended. In fact, I have also got around 20 years of industry experience, plus in the colleges and all. I have attended innumerable number of sessions, but the way in which Mr. Ramani Venkat has taken it, I would, fantabulous is a very, very small word, I would say. It was like completely engaging. In fact, people tell that they doze off, they sleep off in the afternoon sessions. I think even we were not, our eyelids also were not moving. In fact, when he was presenting, it was that good, and it was not that on his face. I told these sessions, it was awesome to say the least. Thank you very much, Mr. Venkat. And as Mr. Ravi Shankar told, we would definitely want you here in our college, and we want the audience to see you physically in the college in an offline session. And then only I think you were talking about the questions and the probing. They will definitely do that. Maybe this being the, I think they are awestruck with your session. They are probably awestruck. That's why they are not speaking. So.
And thanks to the team that they had introduced you, the kind of person, very unique and with a very unique approach. And thanks to our team, brought in.
Words from your side.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Gitanjali, if you can just propose the vote of thanks, maybe.
I think should thank Ramani Venkat for at a very short. I think Sriram will do that because at a very short duration he accepted this, because from morning he was in the session. He's actually was in a session and he preferred to sit in that same college wherever he's doing. He has done morning session with us. I'm very thankful to him for accepting this. He makes it very interesting. Yes, our students. Yes, wish more number of students are here. I think more of offline interactions will do a good thing for us, for our students. So wishing to have, yes, sir.
Ma'am, Nagarjuna Engineering MBA is homegrown to me, so I don't think I deserve anything. That's like a homegrown.
That is
I reflected with your also being a visiting faculty for some subjects for the previous batch. So that's a homegrown for me. So I don't need this much visiting. Thanks for the kind word.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes. Now the formal conclusion of this event. What should I say from my side is, sir, in one small line, I just want to say that you broke the jargon of entrepreneurship. You brought everything from the kitchen and you gave it as an ingredient to the students. It was really wonderful. It was really wonderful. And as part of conclusion remarks from my side, today's session, I take this opportunity of thanking the Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, AICT, for sponsoring and encouraging us to conduct this kind of events. That is the unique thing from AICT, where it has been promoting all the colleges to launch this kind of entrepreneurial development programs. So I thank AICT for this. Apart from that, I extend my sincere gratitude to you, especially. In spite of your busy schedule, as Gitanjali ma'am also said, the morning 2 sessions you were very tightly busy there in that particular college, and the same menu you have been sitting and taking class for us. That is, we are really privileged for that. Thank you for that taking initiative and coming part, delivering an informative session. It was really wonderful from my heart. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I take the privilege on behalf of EDC to thank our beloved principal, Jitendranath Mungara, and the management for giving us permission to conduct this program. I thank Mr. Ranjan and head I4, that is innovation, everything comes under it, industry interaction, everything comes under it. Probably we extend a lot of interaction with you for that. Okay, so Mr. Ranjan sir for that, and Ravi Shankar sir, head of placement and training, for their constant support to launch this webinar. Thank you, sir, for your constant support. Please do support us in further endeavors also.
Thank you. We'll do it.
Dr. Geetanjali, HOD of MBA department and head of EDC. I also thank Professor Balaji, who is the convener of EDC and IIC, to launch this webinar at the right time. My special thanks to Mr. Periyaswamy of placement team, because I mean to support us with all the technical supports, because he was the man who is behind of this hosting this webinars and all this kind of stuff. He was the man behind of creating the brochures and all this kind of stuff. I especially thank him for that. And I also thank all the people behind this to have this webinar a grand success. Thank you. Thanks a lot, each and everyone.
Mr. Sriram, with your permission, I would like to thank all the students who have patiently heard to the session of Mr. Venkat. And I'm very hopeful that after hearing to this session, next session onwards, they will be more keen to hear to these kind of sessions. So thank you all the students, and trust me, like this 1.5 hours will change your life. You actually, if you start getting into these things. So please attend all the other sessions, whatever is coming by, and create the change in your life. The recipe has been given to you. Now the food you have to prepare for yourself.
Well said. Well said, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I think that Periyaswamy sir can stop the recording.
Sir, shall I log out? I have a meeting at 4.
Yes, sir. Please. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir. Bye.